Hello, welcome back to T.A.P.W.A.V.O.C, talking about politics with our area of liberty. I'm your host, Claude-Gene Manning. Let's dive right in. It has been, look, okay, it's been a while. I'm going to address it. It's been a minute since another episode of T.A.P.W.A.V.O.C was produced/released. And a lot of my hardcore fans, you know, the tattooed ones, the ones who really just can't get enough of that CGM. They've come to me asking.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They can't fathom a world without me. You know, it's almost as if it's a small little pseudo-religion going on. It's a movement. And I'd like to introduce my guest today. You know, it's a good segue. He has a movement of his own, a bowel movement. That he has.
Well, earlier today, yes. I did. Mm-hmm.
I was there providing so much more support.
And physical support against my own will.
Of course.
Yeah.
Jefferson Davis Westmoreland.
Hallelujah.
Some would argue
I'm back.
Yes, he is.
I'm a frequent guest on here.
Back in black.
Yeah.
And black is the sexiest.
Sorry, I keep ringing the spell you got here.
Oh, it's fine. It's more than fine. That's why we put it there for the fidgeters. I can't afford a fidget spinner.
They're like $1.50.
Well, I'm against them at their core. Because, you know what else spins?
What?
I bet.
A wheel?
No. The liberal media spins.
Hell, you know,
every story.
I agree with you more, Claude.
Oh,
they are
God. You know, Jefferson, the last time I saw you was the night before Donald Trump got elected president.
Yeah.
At that mixer where there were activities going on that shan't be brought up on air. But
hell no.
Jefferson
like that.
No, she wouldn't. My wife
18-year-old wife.
Oh,
yeah,
that you raised.
Yeah.
So, tell us, what emotions were going through your being at the moment?
Before or afterwards?
Everything.
All right. Well, beforehand, I knew he was going to win because
because there is a God who wouldn't leave us. You know.
Yeah, and like Hillary's a dumbass bitch. She doesn't know what the hell. She doesn't know how to be a politician.
I mean, if there were ever a more true statement, I haven't heard it.
And during, my thoughts were reaffirmed during.
All right.
And afterwards, I was relieved. I got a lot out of my system.
Oh, I understand. Did you just let it blow?
Let it all out.
Yeah.
It dropped right on.
Like it's hot.
Spot where I wanted it to.
Yeah.
And where you wanted it to.
I'm going to give an analogy.
You enjoyed our
event.
Yeah. Our celebration for his...
Yes, the election celebration.
Yeah.
The election, party.
Yeah. There was a little bit of drinking, but not too much.
Yeah.
We all needed to drive home that night.
Of course.
Although I'm always blackout drunk. Well, on the verge of blackout drunk.
Of course.
Because of the moonshine I drink 24/7.
Yes. Jefferson is one of the most highly functioning alcoholics I've ever been.
Yeah.
Speaking of alcoholism, let's bring it back to Trump, who doesn't drink.
No, because his brother died because he drank.
Amen.
Yeah.
And you know, it's interesting.
I find that hard to believe because I saw Donald Trump drinking. He was doing a wine tasting.
Oh.
And he said,
well, if he was tasting
this wine tastes like pussy.
You know, speaking of pussy,
I get so much pussy. How about you, Cloud?
Oh, I'm just up to my knees in all that pussy.
Mm-hmm. Can't get enough of it.
I love it.
Well, I mean, I could swing the other way every once in a while, but, you know.
I mean, look. When it rains outside, I carry an umbrella. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, you got to be adaptive. You have to nature.
Yes.
When nature calls, you need to
answer
it, no matter which side of the border you're on.
Nature's calls. They don't make a machine for that. You know, it's not the 90s anymore. That brings us to our next famed guest, who might have some more insight for us. Now, Jefferson and I are adamant in our support and love of Donald.
Yeah.
The big D.
Yeah.
DT.
Yeah.
The OG Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Dangling betwixt Donald's left and right leg.
Yeah.
That is the OG.
Well, I'm more of a fan of his hairdo.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You know, if I had a couple $100 to spare, I'd...
There's some lip quivering dew.
Mm-hmm.
This episode brought to you by Horse Semen, but more on that later. Our guest, Dr. Phil. What are your thoughts and opinions, and really just general, wherewithal?
Emotions.
Yeah, on the subject.
Okay, so Donald is really a complex character, and to really get underneath all the levels would take a lot of time that I simply don't have.
We have plenty of time here.
I mean, the clock. There's no clock here at T.A.P.W.A.V.O.C. We don't know what.
It's like Las Vegas, baby.
As our famous caller would say, what is time?
Well, was he a caller on this show?
Well, at some point, I believe. I don't know. A famous W.T.U.B fanatic.
He took up, yeah.
He's at all the press conferences.
I'm a W.T.U.B fan. I'm not a member, but
he's the
what does it take to become a member?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I want to have a show.
I myself am interested as well.
Well, you see, in the original comeuppance...
Was it like an audition?
No, not at all, actually. Martin has a very strict screening process for the chaplains who run our offices internationally. The chaplains. Who
Charlie?
Are... No. Charlie Chaplin did not make the cut.
Well, he's dead, ain't he?
That is one of the requirements. You must be alive to be a chaplain. First rule. You wouldn't believe how many applicants...
So you're a chaplain?
No. I didn't make the cut.
Well, what is the cut we're talking about?
Well, to be a chaplain,
chaplain
is a voluntary position
at
a local W.T.U.B chapter.
Oh, okay, I see.
Where members will congregate to sort of bring about the newest episodes in their minds.
Well, it seems like we've been a little slack. You've been a little slack about it lately.
I've been so...
And by lately, I mean the past few years.
My music career really took off.
Yeah, you did release an EP, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. Politics with an X.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a busy decade for me. When I look back 10 years ago, however long it was ago, and I think, it was this year, 2000 and... What was it, 7? What's 2017 minus 10? Ed, can we get in here for a minute?
What?
Can you do a little math for me? 2017 minus 10?
2007.
Oh, what would I do with you, Ed? Get out! Get out!
I'm not even for the show.
Leave!
All right.
What'd you think of his scarf, Jefferson? I thought it was a little neon.
It was a mascot, Cloud.
Technically, it was a dickie. I believe it
so you're
underneath
expert on neckwear.
Well, technically, I am. I do work in the neckwear industry,
What is
in
that?
preventing the sales of some neckwear. Nooses, to list a few.
Well, that's a very popular fashion trend over
I go in several.
Korea. I've seen it.
My
they just wear
time,
nooses around.
My very first time in North Korea, a small, older woman, probably 70, 80, came up to me with a noose. And she was trying to exploit sexual favors from me.
And
so
she tried to last... I was there too, of course.
Yeah.
We go everywhere together.
Yeah. Jefferson.
Yeah.
Always fucking around and,
Yeah, well, around, yeah.
Yeah. Just fucking around in the plane.
Well, my wife was there too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. As was mine. In spirit. She couldn't,
Yeah.
Yeah, she couldn't make it.
Yeah, she had an appointment.
And unfortunately, Ching Chong Ho...
No, she was there.
Yeah,
My dick is permanently parked in her pussy. I mean, unless I have to unsheath every once in a while
I
for,
forget if egg roll...
exploration.
So, how long have you and Egg Roll been married? Has it been...
It's been a few years. You know, I waited until it was legal in the state of, wherever the fuck, Kentucky.
And why did you have to wait?
Because she was underage.
Oh my. And how old are you, Jefferson?
I'm 96, 97. I don't know, you lose track at these,
Right. And now, this young woman who's underage, supposedly.
Yeah.
Not even,
No, she's of age now. I waited until... Well, we were together since, she was little, but...
Now, what does together mean? How would you describe...
Well, I taught her how a few tricks, It's just...
Tricks?
Yeah, I was
treats?
a teacher of both. I'd treat her well.
I was there, he did. He treated her very well.
She's a spoiled bitch, that's what
She's a little cunt is what she is.
Yeah, she doesn't deserve this.
Fucking whore.
Dick. I gave her the...
She does not
I had
deserve
sex with her, Mr. Phil.
She doesn't deserve it. That dick. I'm just gonna
But
say
I give it to her.
Well, okay, so... She wants the dick.
Yeah, she begs for it all the time. Look,
So it's consensual.
yes, it is. Oh, well, of course, man. You think I'm a fucking rapist?
Well, how young was she when you began this relationship?
That's really irrelevant to this conversation.
Yeah, that's really, it's not, it doesn't have anything to do with it. I think we should move on.
I mean, love is love.
Okay.
If someone wants to fuck you, you better let them. Or else you're just a faggot.
Well, alright.
Okay, so if a small child came up to you,
Yeah.
begging, hands and knees,
Yeah.
for the
Here's what I'm going to say,
Minnie
Mr.
Davis.
Phil. Here's what I'm going to say. If a person...
It's a doctor, Phil.
I will address you as Mr. Phil.
I really do insist you call him doctor. He did.
Fine, Dr. Phil.
That's right.
If a person comes up to me, any person comes up to me and wants to fuck me, I will.
Amen! Jefferson brings up a good point. People, in general, are just...
I mean, unless you're a man.
Obviously, that goes without saying. I mean, there's nothing worse than a couple of faggots.
But if there's a chicken that could use a little cock. Cadoodle-doo. Yeah.
I'm afraid we're out of time.
We didn't even talk about Donald Trump with Mr. Phil.
On
Dr.
the
Phil.
next exciting episode.
We're doing a two-part?
Yes, we are. Phil, you say right there.
Okay, I won't leave. Fine.
All right, we'll be back after these short breaks. Oh, are we on the air? Oh,
yeah.
Welcome back to
Todd was just reinforcing the door so Phil can't escape.
Look, I'm not trying to escape. I don't know.
I saw you moving.
Shut up, Phil. All right, where was I? Welcome back to T.A.P.W.A.V.O.C. I'm your host, Claude-Gene Manning. Joining me are Jefferson Davis Westmoreland. Looking well.
I always am. I've been looking well for the past 97,
I can attest.
98.
Yep.
It's getting up there. I might hit the 100.
Oh, he might in 2021. And on the other side of the table, the illustrious, not licensed, Dr. Phil. Doctor? Phil, how are you?
I'm okay. And, can we get back to the topic at hand? Claude.
Of course. Donald Trump. Jeff, I've already asked you your thoughts.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm in the same league as you. A smart individual who understands the world and
yeah.
politics as they are.
I mean, he won, didn't he?
Heated, popular,
If he
and
yeah.
electoral.
There's no lying here, folks.
Well,
You might as well just tune in for your news at TAPWAVOC here.
I could have sworn there were statistics about a popular.
Do you
vote.
believe everything you see on the internet?
Yeah, Phil. You know, there's this little thing called fake news. And
It is
happens.
rampant in today's society.
I believe 9 out of 10 news stories are 100.
And you can't even believe these NBC, CBS.
I'm going to give you a hint. If there's a B in it, it's wrong. TBS.
But here, I'll give you
ABC,
another hint.
ABC.
If its name is Fox, it's 100% trustworthy.
Fox News is really more than news. It is a chronicling of every event that is of a truthful nature to transpire in the world today. And I can't say this enough, Phil, that Fox rocks.
Yeah.
We're brought to you by Fox.
If
right?
it rhymed, it wouldn't be.
Do you think God would make Fox and rocks rhyme if they didn't?
And God and Rod, those rhyme. So,
Where are you going with that, Jeff?
I don't know.
Good. I like it when you don't know.
You know, there's a very strange energy at this table.
Why do you say that, Phil?
Well, I mean, you're both sweating like pigs, and it's not even that hot in here.
Well, you see, where I'm from, in the cool backwoods mountains of Kentucky, I'm used to a colder climate.
I'm from Tennessee myself.
Well, the mountain ranges, they completely block out the southern warm winds, the westerlies.
If I may, Jeff.
You know, your argument doesn't even apply.
I mean, really, Phil, you don't even know what you're talking about. That's the thing.
See, I know what I'm talking about, Phil. You don't.
You don't.
That's the end of the story. All right?
Okay. All right. So, Jeff, you clearly seem to have some very strong beliefs that you definitely believe wholeheartedly, correct?
Yeah.
One of those being the sanctity of marriage.
Well, if you got a few side bitches, you gotta please them.
Understandably.
And if she's okay with it.
Of course. Anything else in
Anyways,
this
the man
line?
is in control in the relationship, so if she doesn't agree with it.
And you know, men, it's interesting really, because in marriage we have this little thing called an agreement, and it sort of adds on a little dirt road, one might say, off to the side of our clean cut asphalt. There's this dirty little patch.
Where are you going with this, Cloud?
Well, sometimes it's good to drive down the dirt road. How else are you going to see the woods if you're not going down a dirt road?
Well,
they don't put
They
concrete.
have some paved roads in the woods. I would know.
Don't do it, Jefferson. Don't join the fake news propaganda machine.
You're right, Cloud. I do like to get my tires a little dirty from
There you go.
once in a while, yeah.
Uh-huh. And by dirty, what do you mean?
Well,
Yeah, what do you?
I'm already swimming in the STDs. You might as well just...
Oh, what my? Where did you get these
Fucking them hoes.
STDs?
I fuck a lot.
Understand?
I mean, do you I'm having the best time of my life.
And
I
he
am
looks-
98 or so. I don't...
And he doesn't look a day over 61.
Hallelujah.
I'm not sure if I would say that. He does have a long white beard.
Well,
A lot of wrinkles.
you look like a piece of shit, too.
Yeah,
Phil.
you're fucking ugly.
I'm
Just
just
gonna say it.
Yeah, you're bald and fat. No
I'm
one
gonna
loves you.
grab you by the pussy, Phil.
No one loves you.
Not even your mom or God or anybody. Just go die, Phil. God.
But anyways, Phil, back to what you were saying.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the opposite viewpoint of mine that's wrong.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can provide it, as I myself am not a political agent.
maybe we should take a caller. And this caller appears to be calling in from Georgia. You're on the air.
Hi.
Oh! Hi there, is this Roger?
Yeah. I'll give the phone to my buddy, because he said he's been blocked before.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, well, I can't imagine us blocking anybody. Send him through, Roger.
All right.
I'm glad to hear
Here
from
you go, buddy.
Hope you stay well, Lucy.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I'm here to finish my story. I know this is the wrong show, but...
No. I know about you. I can tell by the inflection and the twang.
What are you talking about here?
Let me take a guess. What state you're from? Virginia?
Southern West Virginia.
You cretin. Look.
Okay, look, all fun and games aside, I just want to say this one thing. I think that Dr. Phil's right. You two are faggots, and you are in the closet, and you're fucking each other.
Oh,
well, anyways, bye.
Where was that? What
are you talking about?
What is this? Where is this coming from?
I mean...
Out of left field, blue.
I never would have guessed.
Out of the blue, I mean... Phil, do you know what's going on here? What is this? You big faggot. I didn't hear anything about that.
They do exist.
Well, I would deduce that you two are clearly, struggling with your, faggotry.
Yeah, that's a very offensive word, Phil.
But it's appropriate.
Is it? Who's to say? Words are often...
Well, see, I hate homosexuals.
Amen.
So I want to offend them. I want to make their lives miserable so they can convert to the right state of mind, Claude.
Uh-huh.
And maybe if it takes a little bit of,
elbow grease.
Yeah, I will be willing to get in there and, show them the way.
You take it.
I go in there.
Then you show them. You
I dock it in the port.
You put in that flash drive and you play that video.
Yeah.
And what's on the video?
What do you mean?
That you're playing for these kids to show them.
Kids?
Or any of these, faggots.
Well, the video is of, it's straight porn, so they can watch it. Because obviously...
I'm sorry, I just had a... allergies, I guess. Phil, it's been great to have you. I won't be having you back. You can understand why, obviously.
I understand completely.
And, Jeff.
Yeah.
Won't you see me after the broadcast? I have something to show you in the,
Well, I think that was pretty planned.
Great without saying.
Yeah.
That's great. Ed, you can cut her off now. This is all for T.A.P.W.A.V.O.C. We'll be back.
Can I keep it on?
Ed?
What?
What?
No, I'm quite interested in this.
Interested in what, Ed?
About the fact that you're
I don't know what you're talking about. Facts, alternative facts are so common nowadays with the fake news. Who's to say what's real? Can you even see yourself, Ed?
Where are you getting this? Where?
A good friend of mine recently brought up something that I've been struggling given the truthfulness of what he's saying.
Do you believe in God?
Find out on the next inciting installment of T.A.P.W.A.V.O.C.
All right. I guess this is the end.
Fuck you, Ed.